got to me. She said we should hook up the boyfriend and boogie. Don't know me, then look on. I'm being the clouds. Pull full of Henny, I drink and I drown.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam from Markey Fishing. We're back here at Eagle Rock, Missouri, doing another Table Rock fishing report. It is finally April, folks, April 1st, and Friday. A lot of you guys are going to be hitting the lake this weekend. I want to give you a quick report on kind of what's going on both day and night. So I've been on the water quite a bit. A lot of the Friday, or a lot of the night tournaments are starting. The Friday nighter out of Campbell Point starts tonight, and then the Wednesday nighter out of Shell Knob Bridge will start this next Wednesday. And the Friday nighter starts at 7:30 p.m. Campbell Point Marina, really Campbell Point boat ramp, not the marina. Then the Shell Knob tournament starts there at the bridge at about 7 o'clock on next Wednesday. So you guys, if you want to come fish a tournament, man, come on out. But a little bit about what's going on at the lake. Lake level's been coming up. We got a lot of rain and then some cold weather. We had about 1.5 inches or 2 inches of rain. It's brought the lake up from down in the 913 and a half, 914. Now it's up to almost 916, lacking a few inches from being at 916. And I don't think it's going to come up a whole lot more than that, maybe to 916. Water temperature has dropped. When I started fishing this morning, it was 28 degrees, and so it's been coming out. That's not the water temperature, that was air temperature. Water temperature is running right around 48, 49 degrees down here, and when the sun comes out, it'll get up over 50, but it takes some sunshine to do that. So what are the fish doing? Man, in the day bite, really, from what I'm finding, there's two baits that are working the best for me. The first would be either rock crawler or a wigglewort, something that runs in the 8 to 12 foot range. If the sun's out shining bright, honestly, like the wigglewort, I think those fish are getting up even shallower up on these kind of the rocky mixed gravel banks. If it's not quite as sunny, I like that wigglewort, but they'll both work. It just depends on how shallow the fish are. The rock crawler will get down there in the 10-foot range, and boy, it's a good fishing bait in red crawl or spring crawl. Either one of those are working really good. I like the spring crawl in a little murkier water, but I'll do that red crawl just about anywhere. The other bait that's been working really good for me is the old the Berkley swim bait, Bass Pro Speed Shad. Any of those, I really like the Power Swimmer by Berkley. I've been using the 3.3 inch. They're seeming to want that smaller one this time of year. In another couple months, kind of post spawn, they'll go to that bigger one where you can throw the 4.5 incher or the 5 incher. And they'll start hitting that. But right now I'd stay small. I've been putting that on either a 3/16 or 1/4 ounce head, and I'm fishing points with that, trying to find kind of pea gravel with a little bit of mixed rock in that. And it's been a decent bite. I'm going to tell you, the fishing is not spectacular right now, but it's heck, it's spring. We're all wanting to get outside and get in the sunshine. So when you go out, try one of those two baits really work good. I'm sure an A-rig's still working. I'm sure a jerkbait's still working. And kind of the key with the with the crankbait jerkbait Alabama rig is you got to have wind, and man, we've had some wind. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a tech tip or next video I'm going to do just why is wind your friend, and or is it your friend? And so be watching out for that video, and how fish react to wind. Do they bite better in the wind or no wind, and kind of how that works. So stay tuned for that. The night bite, to be honest, don't go. It's better to go in the daytime. The night bite's been rough. I have been throwing a finesse rig, finesse jig from Chompers. I throw a 5/16. I like the Chompers twin tail trailer. I feel like the bait has a little bit quicker fall with that than a chunk, but I'm not a huge chunk fan, but they do work. My partner fishes a chunk and on the exact same jig, and I think we both catch about the same amount of fish. At night, they may like that chunk a little bit better, but finesse jig is definitely working. I have thrown a chatterbait, black chatterbait with the big blade, and I've actually had several fish on that, and I've thrown a black spinnerbait and had several fish on that, but those several fish have come over several trips, and I'm literally averaging 2 or 3 fish per night of fishing, and that's pretty rough. I'm used to catching them a little better than that, but all of that is a product of the fact that these fish are starting to move from deep to shallow, and they're just not there yet. So it's a little challenging, but it's fun, man. Just being out here fishing is a blast. So, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like I said, my key with this deal is I don't get paid to take people fishing. I'm just out here fishing, and it's tough fishing right now. As with all tournaments, somebody will find them, somebody will catch them. So biggest thing is, man, take advantage of these beautiful weather days when we do get them. It's supposed to warm up next week. This is April. I actually saw my first bass bed this morning. It was empty, but it was no doubt a bass bed. And so, you know, that's April's when we start thinking about that. The spawn is going to occur. Now, I think it's going to be late April or early May, but the spawn is going to happen, and that water temperature's just got to warm up a little bit. But the fish are thinking about it. The second we get a 70-degree day and it warms up fairly good shallow, those fish are thinking about it. They want to get there. They're just waiting on everything, the conditions to get right. So towards the end of this month and first part of May, it's going to be game on. And so get out and do some fishing. Hope to keep the line wet, and I hope these tips will help you. Make sure, if you can, man, hit that subscribe button down there and see if you can give us a like and comment. If there's some certain topic that you guys would like us to do, leave us a comment. We'll do our best to try to cover it, and we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.